Hi everyone, it's Vicky from fashionserviceshongkong.com and createafashionbrand.com. As you can see, it's a bit darker than usual here, and that's because it's like 11 at night. Kind of working nights at the moment because we're doing the Fashion Brand Bootcamp West, and it's great. We're going to be doing this for another couple of weeks. So really sorry that the video is late today, but I'm working nights, so it will be late for the next couple of weeks too. So sorry about that. But this week I got an email from Chris, and Chris in LA, and he sends me quite a long email talking about his background and starting a fashion brand. And his question is about the fact that he doesn't have any training in fashion. He's never gone to uni in terms of fashion, business or design or anything like that. And he asks, how does he design products or garments for his fashion brand with no training in fashion? Okay, so there's some good news and there's some suggested learning, I think would be the best way for you, Chris. Basically, when I went to uni, and I trained in design, but what it gave me was a few years to learn certain skills, pattern cutting for one, and we had other things like business and various other bits and pieces we had to learn. But the majority of it was having the time to work with fabrics, try out different machinery, try out different processes, printing, embroidery, manufacturing lessons. There's all these different bits and pieces that kind of went on. But it was the time to get to know fabrics and how they behaved and how you put them together. Now, when you pair that with pattern cutting, and you've learned how to pattern cut, I think you become a better designer. If you can do both of those things, I think it makes you a better designer, because you're not coming up with random ideas that aren't practical or can't be done. You know the process inside out, you know how it works, so you can then start moving seams or creating something a bit more interesting or a signature for your brand with that training. So in terms of formal training, I don't think you necessarily need it. If you train to be a fashion designer at university, you have to do that if you want a job in the industry. If you want to go into industry and you want to climb the ranks, you've got to start somewhere. So having a degree or something like that is really essential. If you're doing it for your own brand, which you are, it's not as essential really. What I would think, less than design, I would think learning how to pattern cut is more essential, and you can do that through YouTube videos like these or books, etc. You're going to have to spend some time on a sewing machine and putting things together so you understand how the patterns then transform into a real 3D product. But to me, it's worth doing because it will make you a better designer. And I didn't actually learn to pattern cut when I was at uni. I learned when I was about 13. I taught myself, so I could do that before I went to university. So it really wasn't, although we did it there, it wasn't essential training at uni for me. So there's no reason why you can't do that too on your own. There's plenty of sources of that kind of information. The next thing, and I think this is just as important, when you finish training, whether it's a course, whether it's uni, whatever, and you start your career as a designer or as you're building a business, a fashion business, there are things you don't learn at uni. Okay, when you get out into the big wide world, you realize how green you really are. You don't know very much, and you have to accept that as well as you learning on a learning curve, Chris, other designers are going to be on a learning curve too. When you start off, you've learned a little bit about manufacturing, but now in a real job in the real world, you're seeing it happen in real life, and it's different. It is different. So, Chris, you're going to have to accept that you have to take that leap of faith. You have to start at the bottom. You have to work through all your problems, work through all the issues, find out the things that you don't understand, find out the things you don't know, listen to your customers, find out what they're saying about your designs, take some advice. But the training won't stop you from starting your business. It just means you might have to put in a bit of extra time learning additional skills, but you can do that. There's nothing stopping you starting your brand with that. So that goes for anybody else who doesn't have any formal training and they're thinking about starting a fashion brand. And if you would like to get some more advice like Chris and be able to send me direct emails with your questions, you need to get on my email list. And I will leave a link below on how to do that. There's also some websites where you can do that, and the links are further down in this video at the end, and also in the description box too. But don't forget, please leave me a comment if you've got a question, something that you want me to answer, and please like my video so that more people can find it, and obviously, so you don't miss out, you need to subscribe. All the links to do all of those things are either in the description box or at the end of this video, and I will see you